Hello, I'm outside. It's a wonderful day, and I want to just make one video, and it's regarding Protestants and Catholics. Now, there's only a specific type of Catholic and a specific type or specific types of Protestants I'm referring to. I'm referring to the fundamentalist Orthodox Protestant who takes the Bible literally, who takes everything in the Bible literally, every supernatural thing in the Bible literally. He believes in the biblical flood. He believes in Adam and Eve. He believes in Sodom and Gomorrah. He believes every single story in the Bible is literal. Every single story that defies science, which he calls suspend science, is literal. He believes it actually happened. The Catholic that I'm talking about is the modern Orthodox Catholic. I'm not sure if the original Catholic believed in the story of Adam and Eve and believed Moses divided the sea, but the Orthodox Catholic may take the Old Testament as a metaphor and may take the biblical flood as a metaphor, unlike the fundamentalist Protestant. He may not believe in Adam and Eve in a literal sense, but just like the Orthodox Protestant, he believes Jesus Christ turned water into wine. Jesus Christ was heavily crucified, and he rose with no wounds the third day, as he promised. He also believes that Satan is virtually omnipresent. He's omnipresent in Protestants, omnipresent in every other faith, and even including Catholicism. He's always a threat, an invisible power that we've never seen in our lifetime. Okay? These two sects. Let's first talk about the Catholicism, the Orthodox Catholic, who believes in evolution, but yet believes Jesus Christ rised in the sky. He's the same type of Catholic who will criticize the Protestant for believing Moses turned into a snake. He thinks he's a fool. He thinks he should take it metaphorically. Yet, this Orthodox Catholic, modernized probably, does not comprehend that when you believe some man got crucified, rose the third day, when you believe some man is also synonymous with God, not part of God in its entirety, how can you talk about, or how can you label the Orthodox Protestant claims as ridiculous? How can you? If you believe in the Trinity, then there's nothing impossible in this universe. There's nothing that we can claim that is real in this universe. There's no absolute epistemology of how the natural world operates. That is the problem with Christian epistemology in the Orthodox view of the world. It claims that it claims implicitly and sometimes explicitly that the sin of the skeptic is that he thinks he is using his limited reasoning to evaluate the claims that are made in the Bible, whether it be the New Testament, the miracles in the New Testament, which the Protestants, the Orthodox Protestants, and the Orthodox Catholics agree with, or the claims in the Old Testament, the world biblical flood, Moses dividing the Red Sea, and countless examples of talking donkeys. This is the sin. You see, this is not only a misunderstanding. This is an offense to God to take this scripture literally and have faith that messengers 2,000 years ago, so-called messengers, written the Bible exactly, depicted a reality that is true. Let me pass around some talking. So that's where we're we are at right now. We have two types of Orthodox Christians, maybe three types. Maybe the Greek Orthodox is another type. We got one type of Orthodox Christian, a Catholic, who believes that you must see religious truth in the Old Testament and don't take them literally. Don't take the stories literally because you have no evidence. But yet you still have no evidence for God, Jesus Christ being God. Jesus Christ changing water into wine. That is what you're supposed to use. That is faith. That is, you're supposed to believe this based on faith. And it's very simple because it's just something you don't understand. It doesn't have to reflect reality. It's just simple to understand because some pope told you this is how you're supposed to interpret Scripture. Now, on the other hand, the Protestant, the biblical fundamentalist Protestant, we're supposed to believe in a biblical flood. We're supposed to believe that Moses was handed the Ten Commandments down on a tablet. We're supposed to believe that Moses turned into a snake. If you do not believe this, you do not trust God. And what I mean by that is you don't trust what God has said he did. And remember atheists, remember skeptics, trust. Trust in God is the essential element of the saved. What I find amazing is that both these camps cannot see the absurdity in accusing the other of being ridiculous, when in both instances, these are supernatural claims. Once the Orthodox Catholic has told us that Frank Voris, because he's the most vocal about the Roman Catholic Church being the our absolute reality, once he has told us that we must, in order for you to be truly righteous, you must believe that in the Holy Trinity, that a man is God. And he's also individual of himself. Once you have done that, what did you expect? What did you expect from people who are human beings, who share the same faith and believe in supernatural powers? Did you think there was going to be a limit? Why would they not believe in the biblical flood? It says in the Bible. Why would they not believe in Adam and Eve? It says in the Bible. The amazing problem with Christian epistemology, and you can see one of the fundamental problems with the Christian epistemology is within the Orthodox faith, who claims that they are the only true way to interpret reality through their own version of Christian epistemology. So, I think there's enough I got to say about those guys. Have a nice day.